Hello, injury attorney Jamison Allen here. We get a question sometimes from people who do not yet have an attorney and have been injured in a crash where they're hurt, they know they need treatment, but they don't have health insurance and they don't want to rack up a bill and then be obligated for it. So they don't know what to do. So you might have already seen our videos talking about the importance of getting medical treatment when you're injured and how it's going to be used against you if you don't, how the insurance companies will argue against it. If you haven't seen those, I recommend you watch that. But what if you're in a situation where you don't have health insurance? What do you do? A lot of places won't treat you. Most places won't treat you if you don't have health insurance or the cash to do it. So it might sound obvious, but it really isn't. Number one, get health insurance. A lot of people think that they're not able to get it, that they don't qualify, that it's going to be too expensive, but they just haven't looked in the right place yet. There's options through the Affordable Care Act, might be covered under Medicaid. Your employer might have a plan that's not as expensive as the one you thought was too expensive. Lots of possibilities. So you need to explore every one of those options and quickly. And hospitals, medical facilities often have someone on staff who can help you do that. If you're injured, you go to the hospital, you don't have insurance, most of the time someone on staff or a social worker will help you navigate the process and see what health insurance is available. So that is the first thing to do, and see if that's possible. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but and even if you're denied the first time, keep on trying. Sometimes you just have to wait for a window to open for the enrollment period, and then you can qualify. And as soon as that happens, you won't have this problem anymore. But between now and then, what do you do? Well, there's a few options. The most important thing is speak to an attorney about this. Call a personal injury attorney, an experienced attorney, very likely is going to consult with you for free and at least give you an overview of how these general rules apply to your particular situation. But more specifically, there might be a free clinic or a reduced cost clinic that might be able to give you the treatment that you need. Now sometimes for people who are injured in a crash, the treatment they need is very specific. Sometimes it's orthopedic or something where it's not as likely to have a reduced cost a way to get it. But even there might be options. Maybe not in your local area, but your attorney or someone else can help you find options that might be available to you. Another option, even though I don't recommend this unless there's really no other option, is that there are some doctors who might agree to treat you without collecting at least for a little while until you get insurance, with the understanding that once you get a settlement or verdict in the case that you're going to pay the doctor back from that. So the reason why I say I don't recommend that is that you're going to be under oath, and chances are, if you're in a case in a deposition, and chances are the insurance company's attorney is going to ask you a question about how you got to that doctor. And so you're going to have to reveal that you went to the doctor because of the fact that he or she is not going to charge you right away. Now, it's going to charge you, but not going to collect it right away. There's an agreement that they're going to get paid later after the lawsuit is over, after a settlement or a verdict. So obviously that gives, at least in some people's mind, is going to give the doctor a bias, an incentive to make sure that you get proper compensation. And so in that situation, a judge or a jury is logically going to think that there might be a bias there. I've known a few doctors who have done that. For most of them, I don't have any doubt that they were fair-minded, that they didn't commit perjury and say someone was hurt when they weren't, etc. But it does have an effect on your case, and you need to understand that, and an experienced attorney can help you deal with that and explain it to the court in a way that helps the court, helps the jury understand the truth, that you were in a bad situation. You didn't have any options, and this was the only way in which you could get treatment. And of course, as I mentioned in the other videos, insurance companies, if you didn't do that, insurance companies are going to argue that you weren't really hurt or you failed to mitigate your damages. And so either way, they're going to criticize you, so you might as well take the option that helps you. So again, speak to an attorney to help resolve your issues, your particular issues. But general rules, make sure that you're trying to get health insurance. And by the way, this is true regardless of whether you have a legal claim or not. I always tell my clients, never make a health decision based on a legal case, for some legal strategy. That doesn't make sense. Make your health decisions, your medical decisions based on your health and your medical needs. If a doctor recommends you do something, you probably should do it. If you don't want to do it, talk to another doctor. If you think that the doctor is not looking at other options, get further medical advice, but don't disregard what a medical professional is saying for some strategy. But make sure that you're taking care of yourself, take care of your family, and again, talk to an attorney if you're in this situation. I'm Jamison Allen, Marc Lopez Law. If you have any questions about this or any other issues, give me a call, 317-632-3642. Stay safe.